getting into.
What do you tell your young bench tomorrow about like that move and not necessarily pick and roll and just that crafty?
Yeah, I mean, you watch on tape, and the young guys have to be aware of the tricks. Lou's one of the best in the league at drawing fouls, and so you have to be disciplined the way you defend him. You can't expose your arms to any reaching, because he'll draw foul on you on that. So you've got to be able to defend the best you can without fouling, and try to force difficult shots. And then the physicality that they bring on the glass is impressive. So got to be able to box out and finish the possession.
How about Patrick Beverly playing his role as a pass, but he also led the Clippers in rebounding and assists last night, just all the things that he does.
Yeah, Pat is somebody I've always had great respect for, just the way he has made it in this league and established himself as a competitor, a defender. He's a winner, and he's been that way since he came into the league, and obviously he's found a home the last couple of years with the Clippers.
You guys spend most of the morning on video study, or just kind of split half and half videos and half practice?
We didn't do a whole lot of video. We'll do more tomorrow. It was a light practice, so we practiced hard yesterday. Today was pretty light. Went over some situational stuff, and we'll come in tomorrow for a shoot around and be ready to go.
Do you sense something in the air, especially for the new guys, that they're about to embark on their NBA careers?
I think for all of us, opening night is special. Even if you've been in the league a long time, there's just a different vibe when it actually counts, and so everybody's excited. And opening night is special every single season, and then you finish, and then you got 81 more, and so you have to you can't get too high or too low, but you can't help but be excited.
Do you feel you have a sense of getting around this joint now, or still figuring it out? I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, still figuring it out, but we're getting more and more comfortable as we go.
Are you embracing? I know you've had a couple games here, but embracing sort of this new era that really starts tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean the vibe in our building is great. Some new arenas lose the noise and the atmosphere, and I don't sense that here at all. I think our fans have been loud in the preseason. The building was constructed in a way that it seems to keep the noise in, and it looks like the fans are close to the action. So I've really enjoyed the home court, and hopefully we'll give our fans something to cheer about.
Box and one dropped on him, obviously, in the finals. That was more like, desperate playoff scenario. But how unique of defenses do you think he's going to see this year?
I imagine he'll get trapped and blitzed more often than he did the last few years. Teams will be able to focus more on him, without Klay and Kevin, and also without the playmakers we've had, the passers, Andre and Sean and others. So we've got to be ready for all that. Steph knows it's coming, and we'll see how it goes.
When you look at the Clippers, obviously they're talented, but last year, at least in the playoffs, what you also saw was like a great deal of relentlessness. I mean, is that one of their key reasons why they've been so good? Is just the fact that they seem to play really hard.
Yeah, they competed really hard last year, and that's part of establishing an identity, for yourself. That's why I admire what they've done the last couple of years. They've, even as they were carving out free agent space, in the salary cap, they were building something substantial, and now they're building on that. So they already have their foundation, and a lot of that is built on just playing hard and competing, and that's half the battle in this league.
What would please you more tomorrow night? Would it be the effort, or would it be the ability to avoid mistakes?
I think the effort, competing the whole way through, and for 48, and we're going to make mistakes. We have a young team. So many guys are learning things for the first time, so mistakes are inevitable. So we've got to just continue to compete and grow and learn as we go. But I'm very confident our guys will compete.
You said earlier that the biggest reason why this is a good situation for him is that you let guys be themselves and you let them make mistakes and you let them sort of try things out. Where did you learn that philosophy as a coach?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I suppose I've had coaches who have done that. I mean, you know, Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, they understand, you know, how to get the most out of players, and so I think I felt that playing for those guys. Probably just my natural personality too. Is you know, I'm aware that everybody's different, and I'm also aware the best way to learn is to go do, and not just listen to a coach talk about it all the time. I have a pet peeve with little league parents. So I was the little league dad that didn't say much, if anything. Let your kid learn, you know, and that's kind of how I am with my players. You know, the more people yelling at them, telling them what to do, the more confusing it is. So it's easier to let them go, and then, you know, afterwards watch the tape and see where you can get better, and then repeat that process over and over again.
Is this going to allow you guys to be flexible as you kind of move into this next era?
I'm sorry, say that
Is
again?
that going to allow you guys to, or has that allowed you to be more flexible with maybe changing a little bit of the way you play with D'Angelo and all that?
Yeah, we're going to be very flexible. You know, part of this next month or two is figuring out what's best for us. You know, so you know, we haven't revamped everything. You know, we still have some core pieces here, so we're not going to go away from the things that we've done here. But what we are going to do is evaluate them and reassess them as we go. And I'm sure we'll get a better feel every week for what works, what doesn't, what we have to adapt to.
You said beginning of the preseason that D'Angelo was working his way in the basketball shape,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word. How has he progressed during this preseason, and what do you expect from him?
It's been great. He's had a really good week of practice. You know, he's a guy who doesn't play a lot of pickup ball in the summer, which I think is smart. You know, when you play 7, 8, 9 months of NBA basketball, it's pretty jarring on your joints, and so I think he's wise. He works on his skill, but he avoids a lot of pickup action. So as a result, it takes him a little longer to get into condition than other guys. So I think the first couple weeks he was trying to get his legs underneath him, and I feel like they're there now, and he looks great.
You said off camp that you guys will be better a month from now than you are in the moment. You'll be better 3 months from now than you are at that point. How close do you think the guys are to feeling confident in where everybody is on the floor and knowing where everybody's supposed to be heading?
We're a lot further along now than we were, you know, a week ago, even 2 weeks ago. So we're making great strides, great progress. You know, we'll see how it manifests itself on the floor tomorrow night against one of the best teams in the league. So it's a great test right away. But we are confident in the process that we've been going through, and the work that our players have put in. The young guys are coming in every day, you know, before and after our main practice to get work in. And they're doing a hell of a job, and they've been really fun to work with and coach. So the process is great. Now it's about you know, working towards results.
Coach, for the first time in a long time, you guys aren't the favorites. How does it change the approach and how you attack the season opener, midway points of the season? How do you look at the season not being the favorites for the first time in a long time?
Yeah, it's different. I think the biggest change is that it means we have a lot more practice time on the floor. You know, the past few years we've just been in the mode of, you know, maintenance and rest, and let's make sure we're in good shape in April. This is totally different. You know, we're in teaching mode now, and learning mode, and improvement mode, and so the tone of our practices is different. The feel in here is different. The roster is entirely different, and so it's entirely new.
With everything you've been through, will you still get butterflies tomorrow night before the opening tip?
Yes, that's why I love doing this. Very few things anymore make me nervous, and but basketball's one of them, and that's something to relish. You know, that's a privilege to feel the butterflies and feel the nerves of competition. To be able to do this at 54. I'm pretty lucky, and our players I know feel the same way. Just to be in this league and to play at this level of competition against the best players in the world, we're all lucky to do what we do. Thanks, everybody.